I messed up on some of the day numbers. This is day 211. Very misty, moist day. Yeah, I think 10 or 15 videos ago, two of them I put to private accidentally, and then that messed the numbering up. I missed out, I think, 196. I only noticed this last night, so apologies if some of the previous videos are slightly one day out, and we should be back on track now. Glad I found out now than getting to day 365 and be like, oh, something doesn't add up. So yeah, we finished nonconformity tools. I've had 2 people checking things and making some amendments. I've just got a few amendments to make now. Last night I tried something. I did this course years ago called the Silver Mind Method. I've still got it. I might go back over it, but I remember there was an alarm clock exercise where you basically just program your subconscious. You don't use an alarm clock. You just program your subconscious to get yourself up at the time you want to get up at. And last night I was like, I don't know whether I want to get up at 4 or not. Maybe I could do with the sleep. I'll let my body decide. So I said, if it's right, then get me up for 4 to do some work. And I woke up at 3:45 and got on the work, and yes, got a lot done. I got ahead for nonconformity AI tools today. That's what we're going to finish off. I've kind of chosen 2 of the simpler ones that I know what to do, just to get some momentum going. So it's similar to yesterday. It's the best AI tool for any task. So a bit similar to yesterday, but a bit different. We'll still have the wisdom button. We'll have the tools directory, A to Z of the best tool for any task, just to save you time. This saves you time because we're doing the research and recommending these tools. And I think a lot of people don't even know these tools exist. Not the AI tools, the tools yesterday. People don't know these things exist. I didn't until I found them. Putting them all together in one handy spot is useful. It's useful, and it's a business. Predominantly the business directory business model, backed up with the consulting business model. So they'll largely run themselves. I'll just be adding to them as I come across more products and test them and trial them, and over time, a bit like these videos are starting to build up now, we'll have an ongoing growing directory of useful tools for people. This space is always changing, the tools are always changing, and what you do notice is now compared to 3 or 4 years ago, there's tools that will do the job of like what 2, 3, 4 tools did several years ago. I think you must get a lot of people in the tech world going, oh, what are we going to do? Let's make a tool that does what those 3 tools do, which isn't really a bad idea, really, is it? Yeah, just trying to keep life balanced and keep on track with this. It was a little bit tiring yesterday because I think it was just getting back into the rhythm with it, because there's been Christmas and so many things to sort and deal with. Obviously I've been working, but it's just finishing off sometimes, because you're like, oh, I need to go and do that bit. So it's like you go forward and then back a few steps, and then forward a few more steps, then back a few more steps. It felt a bit like that, which is okay because you find out all these things. Good thing is I'm making shortcuts to all the pages so I can easily access and edit any of the websites quickly. And then the forms that I've got through Typeform, making links to where I edit them and where I can send them if I need them for other things. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm making spreadsheets for each one of the sites. So when somebody pays for the wisdom on nonconformity tools or nonconformity AI tools, how do I say this? Yeah, if somebody pays, then they'll get access to the community then. That's used for the payment processing, and you get to choose a thank you page redirect after that if you don't want the default one. So that one then goes to the Typeform, so the users who have paid can instantly fill in the form and their contact information, which then I've also connected that then to a spreadsheet, and then I've got another folder in my bookmarks with a list of these spreadsheets. So I'll have a record then of all of the information that comes in, so I can manage that. I can then further use Zapier to do other automations. I could have that ping it to my phone as a text message, ping it to my Todoist in a stream. So all of those spreadsheets, so like the 100 startups, say the 12 that we're doing now, or the 100 in the end, there'll be 100 different spreadsheets. Instead of having to click on all of those, I can just say any new entries in any of these spreadsheets of these 100 send to this one feed. So I've just got a nice feed of any activity I can sit down and work and be like, oh, there's these 3 payments that have happened on this business, this business, this business. Let's attend to those. So again, setting up the foundations, not just for 1, but for 100. And yeah, it's getting exciting because it's going to be funny. It'll be great when somebody pays for something and I'll be like, yes, let's go. So, you know, for the tools and the AI tools, if you've got a project that you have got some progress with, or you've not started yet, but you're just like, where do we begin? I know what you want to do, but you don't know the best suite of tools to use, then this service is for you. We can help you out. We can listen to your needs. We're only charging $123 for this at the minute. So as with other things, I'm just going to work out how much energy and effort it takes from me, how it goes with the people, and if you're setting up a business and we'll put together 5 or 6 of these tools for you, which save you loads of time, money and energy over the year. How do you calculate that? Maybe we could build a calculator. But it would be nice to demonstrate that in the meetings for people, and then that will give me a bit more of an insight into how to value this. I was just trying to recite the story, but there's a really famous story of a factory that had a big machine and it had failed and nobody could fix it who worked there, and so they called in an expert, and he fixed it in like 5 minutes or something, and then he put in a massive invoice. It was like thousands, and they were like, what the hell, you were here like 5 or 10 minutes, how could you charge so much money? And he's like, I'm not charging for the time it took me to come and sort the machine. You're paying for all of the years of experience and wisdom that I've built up to know exactly where to go to and know exactly what to do in the quickest time possible, so you can get on with your production in the quickest time possible. So kind of similar to this. I think I've butchered that story a little bit, but you get the gist. So yeah, 1 a day, halfway through AI tools, and just got bolognese on with the Dexter beef, and I've only got chicken broth in stock, so I've just used a load of chicken broth. Bolognese, a lot of people, they do I like mine to be very brothy, stocky, gravy like, and not as tomatoey. And I like to seal up all the meat and get the liquid out of it, and then get that in a separate pan, get the onions and garlic and stuff going in another pan, and then build it up from there. But I don't put the tomato in until the very, very end, until once the meat's been browned. I put that in with the onions and garlic, and then some Worcestershire sauce and balsamic vinegar, and then I literally drown the thing in broth, and this is top quality chicken broth from top quality chickens, made by me with the top quality techniques. And so I kind of like the idea of using chicken broth with beef, the Dexter beef. So this should be really good. Then once that's boiled down a bit, I'll grate loads of carrot in, and then I'll put in the passata, and then boil that down for hours. It's going to be great. It's going to make loads of batches as well. Always nice to have at least 6 bologneses in the bank. Just going to save, this time today. It's going to save me loads of meals in the future. I love that. I love it. All right, take care.